Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review today. This is a timely beer review, one I've been anxious to get going. This is the Nugget Nectar by Troegs Brewing Company in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Oh, yes, I've been waiting for this. This one gets very high ratings. It's had great reviews for years. It's a beautiful looking beer. If you want to take a look at that. I mean, that's just almost orange, maybe almost a copper red, you know, it depends on the light that you got on it. But it really is a deep color, beautiful, beautiful beer. Nice head. I poured a moment ago, so it's probably about a 1.5 finger head to start. And it's dropped down a little bit. You can already tell it's going to leave some beautiful lacing. This boasts 7.5% and 9 IBUs. It's so funny still, I say, with the style on this one. I tend to think of it as like an IPA, Imperial IPA. They call it an Imperial Amber. I've heard people call it reds. I've heard it rated a lot of ways. But technically, folks, right there at the top, Imperial Amber. So, there you go. That's the official. We're going to get a nose on this one. Okay, so I know why people want to call this an Imperial IPA, but I'm getting tropical fruits, just bam, right off the top. A light bit of citrus, a light bit of grapefruit coming off of it. Definitely get some mango off of it. I get some pineapple coming off of it. Maybe like an apricot. Yeah, kind of like an apricot scent, mango, pineapple, you know, juicy stuff in there, possibly a little bit of orangish tangerine, a very, very juicy, tropical aroma. Slight bit of like almost a breadiness off of the malts from that. Just what an incredibly inviting beer. So we're gonna get a taste on this. The malts on this are Pilsner, Vienna, and Munic. You know, not your normal set of just 2-row, etc. But yeah, you get these nice European malts. And then the hops, it has Nugget, Warrior, Tomahawk, Simcoe, and Palasade. So there's a lot of hop character, that's for sure. And a lot of these hops, as you know, are fairly high alpha hops. You know, I don't know which ones they put in for bittering because, well, there is certainly bitterness in this. It's not an extremely bitter beer. It has a lot of hop character that come out in various ways. So if you let it sit for a while, some bitterness builds on the palate. On the other hand, with the malt flavors coming in off this, considering the malt you've got with the Pilsner, Vienna, Munic, I see how they come with an amber. I mean, it's not just in kind of the color, because it'd be pretty obviously dark for a dark amber, more towards a copper and red almost in appearance. But the flavor of the malt, although they're high at 7.5, but the flavor of the malt do lend more towards like an amber beer almost. Again, I see why people are calling it double IPAs and reds. If you like hops, that makes this a pretty darn outstanding amber. And I gotta tell you now, in terms of ambers then, you know, it's an Imperial Amber. I can't say I've had a lot of things that would be qualified as Imperial Ambers, but it's very, very good. For the most part, the taste follows the nose, except for that I would say the character of like your mango, pineapple, the tropical things, they're not as strong in the taste as they are in the nose. That aroma it was just really ever present, really, really notably there. Yeah, now I'm picking up a little more of the malt, not a lot, but more than previously. But yeah, on that nose, I still can get all these tropical aromas. Very, very nice. And there's a sweet edge to it. It's almost like a honey, a sweet edge. It's really coming from the malts, but the flavor is a balance of all these little marriages going on of flavors. The malt character is really nice, which, in my opinion, that coming out stronger in the taste is really appealing. And what's also interesting is this would, for me, would kind of go more towards a medium body, you know, possibly light medium, but it's in the medium body category. You'll notice that it's still holding on to some head on there. I've got some lacing that is stuck on the glass. So it has all those wonderful characteristics that you would want. In terms of ambers, this is just a rock solid 98. This is a fantastic beer. In terms of overall, I don't know, I've got to give it a 96. I mean, this is in my mind, a world-class beer. The first time I heard of this beer was from Chad's Beer Reviews, and Chad's an interesting character. I have to say, I miss his reviews. His review of Nugget Nectar had sought me on a quest to eventually get one long ago, and he's right. It's a fantastic beer. One I'd probably love to try each year to see if there's some variance in how it might change, but wonderful beer. And so from Clements Homebrew, I'm saying life is too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you on the next beer review. Cheers.